I didn't even realize that's how, when you have so much fun, you forget about time, and it's already been 8 years.
Our best, longest relationship,
Oh, you haven't disappointed me one time. It's incredible. 8 years is my
you know.
my that's usually when I break up with people. You're
Oh,
my longest
awesome.
relationship. It's
Was
been
that
8 years.
was that a congratulations or a warning?
Yeah, now it's like stay on. Now you have to be on your toes.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I wanted to ask you just a few questions because you have been such a good example and you're so inspiring to people. I wanted to ask, before you started with me, what do you feel like your real struggle?
Probably knowledge. I think not knowing what was good and what was bad. I think especially like amount of food. Like you think that you're eating healthy, but then I'm still overeating the healthy food. So really just getting the knowledge behind how much I can eat and what to eat was the
Okay.
huge
And what were you
cancer.
trying to do before? So before you had knowledge and before we got you super fit, what had you tried before that wasn't sticking?
I think I was an all or nothing. So I was like
Mm.
I think I overloaded my brain with all these expectations of the different fit fads that were happening and overloading my system. And so then I just quit. So it'd be like a good couple weeks and then I get one day off and then I quit because it was just, and being a mom on top of it, trying to do that and be a mom it was a lot to juggle.
Well, you had three kids when we met, and you did it with three kids, and it is a lot to juggle. But what helped you most get with that all or nothing mentality? Because I do have women that call me every week that say, this isn't a good time because I have so many kids and they're all busy. But you did it with the kids.
That was the thing. I think it was like recognizing the stuff that I actually didn't need to do that wasn't helping me, and then sticking like with smaller, more achievable goals, and then just building on that versus, I was like seeing things as the finish line versus the process. And
Mm.
so having you break it down for me and saying, okay, well, let's just organize this chaos. It wasn't chaos anymore. It was like a roadmap. And that's why it was easier for me.
I love that. You've killed it. Okay. So I know that there's always moments that women just want to quit, or we have it our like our screw it moments. Was there any moments that you wanted to quit? And well, I'll start there. Was there any moments that you wanted to quit in our process?
I would never, no, I never wanted to quit. I mean, there was challenging moments and there were moments where I got frustrated but I think it really just humbled me along the way, but it never made me want to quit.
Did you ever feel like anything was too hard?
But I also, my mentality is I was so fed up. Like
Mm,
I was already at the other ugly end and I
mm,
was seeing things work even when it was really, really hard. I knew it was working. And so that's what kept me motivated the whole way through.
mm. Love it. You feel like everybody has to get all the way the to where you feel like you have nothing else before you're willing to get into just holistic routine instead of the all or nothing?
I think for me personally, I am definitely like I'm super independent and I don't like asking for help. And I kind of had to fail in all those ways to be like, okay, you can't do this by yourself. And
Hmm.
so once I was like, and now I love help. I'm not scared to ask for help now. Like it's a
Thank
totally
God.
different, yeah.
Seriously. I mean, same thing with me though. Like when once you learn how much better it is to do it together and that we like help and support actually makes us just better. It's like, why did we ever have such a stubborn attitude of, I can figure it out on my own? You know, it is a good
I
thing.
do have those tendencies though, and I constantly get humbled of stop doing that.
Well, it's a good reminder. Okay. So what obviously you changed physically, your bombshell now just all the time. What mentally changed for you?
Confidence. I definitely have grown as a person. Like I just it goes in so many different layers of my life and not just my body, but like how I run my business or how I have relationships with people. Like I just my whole dynamic of who I am as a person is totally different and how I approach things is very different.
That's awesome. And you feel like that all happened because you started just taking better care of yourself?
Well, I put myself first finally. I
Mhm.
think I had babies at 20 and I got married at 20, babies at 21, and I never had a chance to put myself first. So when I started to actually focus on myself, I got to get to know who I was and know who Kendall is and grow. And now it's just like I can have it all. Like I get great relationships with my friends, my family, my kids. Like it's definitely a multi-level confidence.
Okay, so then my next question is, did you feel like you had to sacrifice a lot of your time with kids? Because I think that's where women think that they'll like start to take better care of themselves in 10 years or 15 years, because right now it'd be taking away from their kids. Do you feel like that took away from caring for your kids when you started taking care of yourself?
Opposite, only because my kids saw me taking care of myself and they saw me be happy. And so I woke up early before they did. And I worked out when they were at practice. So my workouts didn't take, you figure it out. You figure out when you can do it so it isn't taking away from your kids. So I definitely think that's an excuse, not an actual reality. Like, because you do figure it out and they can join you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best example for them. Okay, so if someone is where you used to be, so before we met, you have X amount of weight on you, you feel like you want change, what would you tell her?
It It's not as hard as you think. You just start with one day and you build on that, but also love yourself. Like really love yourself and it's okay. And you can be a little selfish. It's fine to be selfish. I think it's we've been taught in a society that as especially as moms, we were taught that we have to like we're give, 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 and it's okay. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to put yourself first and love yourself.
Mhm. Yeah, those are all things that we grew up kind of thinking were like you're not supposed to love yourself. You're always supposed to put everyone else first, when in fact, I think that eventually backfires, right? Because nobody else
I was
cares.
taught how to be a perfect wife, but I wasn't really
Yeah.
taught how to be a good like self-lover.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But okay, last thing is, how has your life changed in ways you didn't expect when you decided to get healthy or fit?
first is I always wanted to have my own business, but then actually doing it and then self-discovery of I made some really big life-changing decisions because of my journey, because of the confidence, because of the person I became. I did not expect those. I did not expect to be making these massive milestones. And I think I learned, like, I had a good year and a half, 2 years of really learning who I was. And then I met my beautiful husband and got rewarded with that. And so I think I never expected my life would be right where it's at. I would never have thought thinking I wanted to lose 40 pounds was going to give me my own business, my own life, adventures, and all those things.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? That's
Yeah.
what I really like sharing with people, though, so much is that we don't really know. Like, so somebody will be like, I'm really tired. I want to lose 20 pounds, but we don't really know what that includes. Like, what happens when you get in the best shape of your life, and then what adventures come, or what business opportunities come, or all these things that you like are more open to receiving because you feel so good about yourself. It's amazing.
Yep. I love it.
You did it right. I'm so proud of you. 8 years and now you're
Well, I wouldn't have done it
hustling.
without you.
Oh,
I mean, you definitely were my magic pill. You were my magic pill.
how awesome. But we've had so much fun. So, but that is such a good testimony because it is sharing with everyone that it's not all or nothing. It's in fact the opposite. it is worth taking the time to take care of yourself. And there is no better project to focus on because then you're ready for everything else that comes your way.
You also win. I mean, at the end of the day, when you invest in yourself, you're winning. So yes, it's hard, but it's rewarding is the right way. Like it's so sad to me when people don't get to experience, or they're just, I don't know, they have the persona in their head that this is going to be the worst, hardest thing that they've ever done, and then it ends up not. I wish people saw it from our point of view more
Well, it's
often. I
also,
don't.
that's a story we tell ourselves, right? It's a story that you keep tell like anybody that is not willing to change. I'll even use an example of something that maybe I really want that I don't see as a possibility for me yet. Is a story that I've already told myself that I've already decided that it's not for me. When most people get that from their parents or their families looking at like what was limiting to them. And so we don't know what we don't know until you know it, but you just have to start. And then that is kind of the catalyst to seeing that anything is possible for you. And you did it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for this little interview. I'm totally going to use this. It's going to inspire millions of mothers to get out there, get hot, because God knows what's coming. Maybe some.
No, I need my thirst trap video, my photo up in the corner right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
My
it.
little bikini.
Yeah, you got it. You did it. Okay, I'm proud of you. Thank you for doing this with me.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.